So Tom Breefort, or Breefart, is like what I like to call him. He's a piece of shit.
With the X-Men dude.
Yeah, he came out and asked after he called fans cretins because they don't understand X-Men. This motherfucker doesn't understand X-Men. He's the head editor for Marvel's X-Men stuff now, and he commented, "Why isn't anybody watching our new trailer?"
Is that him? Go back up. Was that him?
Yeah, this is him right here.
He sound like a lame anyway. Who the freak use cretins? Don't nobody use that. Cretin.
So they put this trailer out. He's like not many people talking about it. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I wonder why. No one's watching it.
And then there's been the firing of the showrunner as well in the last.
No, this isn't for the show. This is for the comic book line.
Oh, my bad.
Krakoa. So Krakoa's gone. I mean,
Krakoa's gone.
I've tapped out of that a long time ago, so I'm pretty sure a whole lot of stuff has changed since then. But
I read when Jonathan Hickman was on there.
I mean, it started
at
off
the beginning.
Okay, House of X, Powers of X. That was okay for a little bit. And then it just kind of, I don't know what the fuck.
Man,
it went off the rails.
I tapped out during Claremont. Now, how many years that's been?
That's fucking forever ago.
Look at this. This is from 2 days ago, and only 146K.
I mean, for Marvel, that's not that significant. For sure. It's a lot if I got it, but if it's Marvel at the end of the day. Well, this is the problem that I think it's not just with the comic book industry. I think all entertainment in general right now. Oh, look at that. Gail Simone on the Uncanny X-Men.
Yeah,
a lot of people looking forward to that one.
Gail Simone, she can be a good writer if she wants to be. That Birds of Prey run she did was pretty good.
It was okay. Look, it wasn't Chuck Dixon, though.
No.
But I don't want to rag too much on her on the Birds of Prey stuff, because you're right. There was some interest, some okay things with that run for sure. But yeah, Chuck Dixon's Birds of Prey is still always king. He popped that thing off. But again, going back to the point that right now, mainstream entertainment has an enthusiasm problem, as I've said a million times. Right? They can't get people stoked on certain things. And not anymore. Like things that were home runs. X-Men shat out money. There was once upon a time, it didn't matter what they put out, everybody was going to be stoked on it. I think those days are no more. They have an enthusiasm problem. I don't really know if they can ever resolve it. I don't know if they can ever do that.
I don't think so.
I don't know if they've got too much enthusiasm towards the activism. That's what it is. They don't care about this stuff, and that's where like the creative bankruptcy comes into play, because they don't care enough to create a new world or create a new character or whatever the case may be, that they've got to go back and shit on stuff that was popular.
Well, they never
it through the lens of activism.
This is what I hate about this X-Men conversation that these woke people have. It's like, well, it's always been woke. I mean, were there stories that touched on bigots and stuff like that? Absolutely. God loves, man kills. All about racism. That story was all about that. But tell me where the woke messaging is in the Brood storyline, where aliens take over their bodies. I mean, that's not a woke story. Or when they were going through space with the Starjammers and fighting the Shi'ar Empire. Like, there were a lot of stories that had none of that shit in it.
Well, I think what happens is they think they can control the conversation, and that's bullshit. You don't get to, like, what they're trying to do is basically say anything that's good. So someone trying to be a moral person is quote unquote woke. And that's bullshit. You can be against bigotry or whatever these terms that they want to float. They don't have monopoly on that, but that's how they try to position the conversation. So they look at something like X-Men, which may tackle some of those issues that you had, though did it very creatively, tackle some of those issues. They think that they have monopoly on basically being a good person. And that's just not how this works.
Well, I mean, look at how they praise Magneto, right? Like, they love Magneto because of his, like, insane ideology. And that's what they identify with. And they think that that's representative of what the X-Men are. Like, these people are twisted.
Well, they are twisted. I mean, I also have a hard time believing they ever read any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've never been a fan of this shit.
Yeah.
Early Magneto. I mean, if you want to talk about anybody that was close to the funny mustache guy based out of Germany, Magneto.
He became what he hated, which was kind of the thing.
It was Magneto. He was a quite literal mutant supremacist. Like hands down, that's what he was.
We're doing nothing? What are you waiting for?
The one thing Genosha needs in order to triumph: unity. Some mutants refuse to fight alongside their brothers and sisters. But this unprovoked attack is just the motivation they need.
I can't believe you're actually willing to sacrifice lives!
If the loss of a few mutants will ensure our rightful place in this world, then yes, I will make that sacrifice.
I mean, he's the one that calls them Homo superior.
Yeah, that's he sure did. He did it in the first issue. In the first issue, he's sitting there telling them like, "Hey, the day of y'all ruling over shit is over. We're more superior than you are, and we're supposed to be. I'm trying to bring about this world where we're ruling over all of the humans." Like he was very much more closer to.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. I identify with that shit. I'm down.
But they do identify with Magneto because I mean, look at how they view the world. It's run by white people, and they want to overthrow that and become the new like dominant force in the country. Like that's how they view things. So with Magneto, they purely identify with that. But Magneto's a twisted super Hitler who commits fucking genocide.
Yeah, he's fucking twisted. That's how he was. Look, the whole it's trying to make him more sympathetic and the whole Holocaust shit. That was a retcon. That was all Claremont's era. That happened like a decade and some change after the fact. But for those early years, this is why this whole lie that spread he's supposed to be Malcolm X and
I hate that shit.
What's his name? Professor X supposed to be
that's bullshit.
It's such bullshit. It's such bullshit.
Even in the first X-Men movie, he kidnaps a senator, basically kills him, and then goes on with his plan to basically try and turn everybody mutant.
Yeah, what are you saying about what are you saying about Malcolm X if you think that they are alike?
Yeah, it's crazy.